that Destiny and Lance are cringes. And it's like, you over here talking about how fine, yeah, I got me a fine-ass man. Is the fine-ass man in the room with us? Because I don't see it here on my television. I'm sorry, I don't think that Lance is attractive. Marcel's telling Martell, I got it. I got the wife, I got the kids, I got the family, I got everything that you wish that you had, and he's right. And at the end of the day, the person who you're upset at is trifling ass Trisha, sister hot. We got Kimmy and Melody. Now they're back. Now Kimmy, you a better woman than I ever be, cause bitch, I wouldn't talk to Mel. If I was Kimberly, I wouldn't be talking to Melody. If it was me, if a bitch was out here spreading lies and spreading tales, telling tales about my husband. But that's just me. That's the way my womanhood is set up. But anyways, we know that they're doing this for the show. So Kimmy and Melody, they meet up. And Kimmy tells Melody that basically Chris hooked Martell up with Trisha. So Trisha, I agree. I'm on Melody's side when it comes to Trisha. Because Trisha, anything dealing with Trisha, I'm on Melody's side because Trisha is dead ass wrong. Chris Fletcher, you're dead ass wrong. And now, you know, you're married, you're dead ass wrong by association. You're just collateral damage at this point. Because it's like, bitch, I'm kind of not bitch. I don't mean to call you a bitch, Miss Nell, because I really do like you. I really do. Like, Miss Nell is actually one of my favorite characters on the show. She's one of my, like, favorite people. But in this regard, like, I'm sorry, Miss Nell, like, it's just not looking too good for you and that dirty dick dog ass husband of yours. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna keep it cute. So yeah, Melody is mad. Melody said that she officially does not like Trisha, and I don't blame her. Boom. So next we have Destiny, Martell, and Trisha and Tisha. Real quick, they're sitting down eating. I don't know what they're eating. Some chicken and waffles. That waffle looked good as hell. It had some extra gravy on. I don't know what she was eating. Trisha looked like she eat good. I think Trisha is so cute. She's so pretty to me. I think Trisha is a beautiful woman. But anyways, she's another woman who's married to a Scot, who I think she could do so much better. Ooh, Tisha, you could do so much better than that dog ass Marcel. I like Marcel. Don't get me wrong, I like Marcel. I just think that he's a horrible husband. You feel me? And I just think that both her and Kimmy could do better. But anyway, so Destiny is sitting with Tisha, right? And they having them a good old time. Girl, I would be mad if I was Tisha. Child, income, bald-headed ass, fat neck, broad shoulder having ass Martell. He come in the room all unannounced and shit. Girl, when I tell you Tisha did one of my moves, she did just like me. She had some food all up in her mouth. She was like, She got up, she said, okay, I think she said something along the lines like, girl, I'm not about to entertain the op. The enemy is here, and I will not be in the presence of the enemy without my husband being present, and I live for every moment of it. So she got up, got her shit. I don't know if she got her food to go or what. They didn't show. I would have had to wrap my food up, and I would have been mad as Destiny. I'm over here eating this I'm tearing this food up, and you got this man coming over here catching me all off guard. Destiny, I would have to whoop your ass. Tisha, Tisha, stop letting these bitches play with you again. Another one. They steady. It's like, I'm sorry, Destiny. Like, I guess maybe it's production. I don't know, but Destiny, I'm gonna be honest, I would be upset. If I was Tisha, I would have a problem with you because I feel like you set that shit up. But anyways, you setting me up to be disrespected. Child, Tisha in the next scene, Tisha go over to Marcel, her protector. Girl, hey! We're going to get to that in a second. Tisha, I really wish that you would stop calling that man. Is the protection in the room with us? Because I don't see it. I don't see you being protected in any regard, especially not on this episode. But we're going to get to there, and we're going to get to it in a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, yeah, Destiny, Tisha goes over to Marcel, tells him what happened. And, Marcel was like, yes, you handled that right. And I agree. And in that moment, yeah, she handled it right. Tisha, don't even give Martell no energy. What you should have done is whoop Destiny's ass. That's what you should have did. You should have whooped that hoe. Caught that hoe on the back end, caught that hoe in the parking lot or some shit. That's what you really should have did. But I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just joking. Anyways, so next we have Destiny and her dad. I don't skip. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't really have much to say about it. I just think that Destiny's just boring to me. I like Destiny. I think she's a pretty girl, but that's it. Like, I ain't got nothing to say about Destiny and her daddy. So we're gonna move on. I think that Destiny and Lance are cringes. Am I the only person who's like kind of creeped out by their relationship? And I feel uncomfortable whenever they're together. It just feels weird. Like, it's just so performative. And then like seeing him like pick her up, her like saying like, oh, don't give me no church lady hug. It's like, girl, and then it's just like, and I'm sorry, it's the fact that she's been talking about this man, my man, my man. Like, girl, it's like it's not giving your man. It's giving y'all just messing around. Y'all just sleeping with each other. There's nothing romantic about y'all relationship. And I really wish that you would stop. Like, and it's like you over here talking about how fine, well, yeah, I got me a fine ass man. Is the fine ass man in the room with us? Because I don't see it here on my television. I'm sorry, I don't think that Lance is attractive. I don't think that Miss Nelson, I don't think he's ugly. But I'm sorry, y'all be giving light-skinned niggas with tattoos way too much credit. What makes him fine? Because he's light-skinned with tattoos and locks? Okay, there's plenty of that. You can find a dime a dozen of them out here. Okay, like, girl, he ain't all that. This big D energy, this BDE. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I don't think he got a little. I don't know. He's not giving that. But you know who really gives little dick energy to me? Little dick vibes? That damn Ken. If it's anybody on this show who's giving little wee wee, it's him. Ken gives me little dick vibes. And I will elaborate. Actually, I'm not going to elaborate. I'm just going to leave it at that. Next, Chris Fletcher over here talking about, oh, you know, it's just locker room talk, or it's just men talk. Let me tell you something. You know, honestly, I'm not a man. And I'm not. And like I said, I always said I never want to be. But I want to just say this whole men talk, locker room talk, that shit is very dangerous. And let's be very clear, you know, the way these men speak about women, it makes me so uncomfortable. Like, I'm sorry, like, just, I mean, even Martell in this episode, when he talks about the women that they've shared, and just the language that they use when they're talking about, and the fact that these men have daughters is so, like, jarring, and it's scary. It's scary to know that there are women, okay? Let's clock it. There are little girls who will eventually grow up to be young women and young ladies who are being raised by men like Martell and Marceau and more. Does Maurice have a daughter? I don't think Maurice has a daughter. Thank God. The way y'all speak about women is embarrassing. All the women on the show who are married and who are no longer married on this show is fucking embarrassing. Every last one of these niggas have embarrassed every last one of these women. Melody, bitch, you ain't the only one that's been embarrassed. Okay? Let's move on. Destiny is planning this bachelorette party with, you know, the girls with, you know, they're renewing their vows. Trisha over there talking about, oh, it's not a bachelorette party, bitch. You know what it means. Shut up. Shut up, bitch. I feel like Trisha, what's your tea? Trisha has some issues with Nell, and I don't understand what her issue is. I low-key feel like Trisha is jealous of Nell. That's what it's giving. But anyways, so yeah, so Trisha, so Destiny is over here planning this shindig, the bachelorette party for Miss Nell, right? And so I guess Miss Nell tells her that she wants everybody there, including Sonny. And it's like, Sonny, ain't you pregnant? Sonny, shouldn't you be working? Ain't your husband locked up? Like, why do you want to be there? It's like, why are you going to a bachelorette party? Why is it, and it's like, you pregnant and you old as shouldn't you be sitting up on bed rest or something? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I really don't give a Sonny. Like, what? Like, like, what? No, for real, why are you coming to a bachelorette party? We supposed to be having us a time. Your ass is pregnant, and your husband is locked up. You got 99 problems to be worried about aside from this shit. So anyway, so I'm kind of on Destiny's side when it comes to that. I really don't understand why this Sonny needs to come along and join the festivities. But for whatever reason, she says that she's joining it. And then it's like, Destiny, so like, Destiny is really dating. Are you dating? You're sleeping with Miss Nell's son. So it's like, what, you trying to be her daughter-in-law? It's just weird. Their relationship is weird. You over here talking about big D, BDE, big dick energy in front of his mother. Is that not disrespectful? I could never see myself, I'm talking about, and I'm married. I could never see myself talking about my, my husband sexually speaking about him like that in front of his mother. Like, and that's my husband. I'm married, but it's just like a respect thing, right? And me personally, I'm just a really private person, so I don't really like to talk about my sex life. Period. Especially But you know, so that's why I be cringing whenever Destiny and this light skinned jigger get together and they practically dry humping on the screen. Like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I hate that. I hate them together. I want them to break up. Can somebody tell me how old Lance is? Because then he also then goes on to say, yeah, you know, we were both married and I've been married 2 times. I'm sorry, red flag. I think it's a red flag when people have been, and he's talking about he been married 2 times and divorced, and each marriage only lasted 2 years. I think that that's a big red flag. I do. I think it's a red flag when people had been divorced multiple times, and each time, you know, they had these old popcorn ass marriages lasting a year and 2 or 3 years. What the hell? I just think that that's like that's weird. Like, it's like, to me, it's like, is this a joke to you? Like, I think that's weird. I think it's weird when you've been married more than once, and each time I don't think it's weird that you've been married more than once. I get it. The first time, you know, a lot of these marriages, the average marriage lasts up to 8 years, 7 to 8 years, 5 to 8 years, something like that. So, okay, a lot of these marriages are not lasting. But I think it's another thing when you've been married more than once, and you have created a pattern of having like these short-lived, these short-term marriages, and you've done it more than once. You have a pattern of doing that. I think that shit is weird as I think that's a major red flag. And Destiny, the fact that you are dating and you all hugged up. I'm sorry, I know I keep on giving light-skinned Lance the business, light-skinned with locks. I know I keep on giving, I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Anyway, so Ken, his bitch ass, little wee having Ken, he gets all upset. And he's like, you know, so what's the problem? And this, that, and the third. And what's the issue? When y'all do it, when I do it, it's a problem when they do it. And it's a problem when I do it. Like all that. And it's just like, girl, it's cool when they do it. Let's type shit. It's like, no, bitch. Your situation is messy. And at the end of the day, the person who you're upset at is trifling ass Trisha, sister hot pussy, who went and took that hot pussy over to Martell while she was married. And you over here talking about, yeah, I don't really care about him messing with it because I don't really care about what the situation with Martell because at the end of the day, that was before me. Well, girl, okay, well, first of all, this woman is married and she's still married to this day. So what you talking about? The situation was before you. Bitch, she's still in a situation. The current situation is her goddamn marriage and her divorce that she is avoiding. Like that's the question. Why won't she get a damn divorce? The fuck? That's the problem. That's the issue. This is the part that gets me. Then he goes and says, if I was to lose Trisha, that part wouldn't even hurt me. I would be more upset about me losing the relationship with her kids. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? That is weird as fuck. Hello? Girl, either you're talking nonsense, either you're just talking out your ass, or you're a fucking predator. Because could you imagine a man telling another woman, bitch, fuck you? Like, I don't get, if me and you broke up, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm not even here at this point. It's your kids. It's the relationship that I'm building with your kids. That would hurt me. I wouldn't even be hurt about me losing you. Then he goes on to say that he loves her to death. Do you love Trisha? Yeah, I love her to death. But then you say that you wouldn't be hurt if you lost her, girl. You're weird. You're a fucking weirdo. You is way too damn worried and fixated with her damn kids, Trisha. That's probably why she don't want to marry his weird ass. I wouldn't want to marry him either. His little dick ass. I know it ain't working nothing. And that's exactly why Trisha quiet as crap cap. Bitch, Trisha look like she needs some good. Trisha look like she need she ain't had some good dick in a long time. And that's exactly why she took that hot pussy ass up, took that hot coochie up to Martell's ass while he was still married to Melody. I really do think that Trisha has some color complex. I think that, her being, her being dark skinned and like, I think that she's had like affects with, like, I think she's been negatively affected by colorism. All dark-skinned women, we're all affected by it, but some people have more, some people are more affected by colorism than others. And I feel like Trisha, because of her, like, as a result of colorism, texturism, featureism, all the isms, if you don't know, you know, that plays a part. She's never been validated for being beauty. She didn't start being validated for being pretty until she was like in her 40s. She's late. This is late for her. So when the nigga reaches out to her and slides in her DMs, she gonna jump in her car and drive all the way over there like a fucking desperate ass bitch. Like, it's like, bitch, a nigga ain't never reached out to you before, a nigga ain't never propositioned you before. Fuck you over here getting in the car for driving all the way up the damn driveway in the middle of a damn pandemic. Let's clock that. Like, why ain't you supposed to be in the house? I think that Martell Trisha, I do. And I think that Martell got community dick and the word on the curb. I think that Martell people probably been talking about that dick. That dick done traveled all up and down Huntsville, Alabama. And word on, and I'm sure Trisha done heard about it, and I think that she wanted to take a ride. She wanted to take a sample. And she went over there, she sure did. She went over there in the middle of the pandemic and went and tested it out. That's what I think. I ain't gonna say no allegedly. That's what I think. That's what I believe. I'll say allegedly just to avoid being sued. But that's what I think. That's what I think happened. This is the final scene. Boom. So then we got Trisha, Martell, and Marsau. So, boom. So, basically, Marsau was checking niggas all episode. Like, he checked Marquez in the last episode. He checked he checked Ken in this episode. The only person who I feel like he did not check is Martell. I'm sorry. Y'all tell me, how do y'all feel? I'm not satisfied. I am not satisfied with the way with the way Marsau handled the situation with Martell. I don't like it. We're gonna talk about it. So basically, Marcel's telling Trisha what happened or whatever, and then Martell walks his ass over. I'm sorry. I just don't like. I'm sorry, Trisha. You over here calling Marcel your protector? That man does a shitty job with protecting you, Trisha. I'm sorry. Like, and I think he does a horrible job, actually. Marcel, you do a horrible job with protecting your wife. You know, so Martell comes over and Trisha tries to excuse herself. She said, I'm going to let, you know, the men have a conversation with the other men. And I appreciate that. That's what I think should have happened. But for whatever reason, Marcel insisted on Tisha being there. So he's like, no. He literally puts his hand out like this. And he's like, no, sit down. And like he instructs her to sit down. And she sits down like an obedient wife. Now listen, I don't mean, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm losing my voice. I don't mean to say it like that, like, but you know, it's nothing wrong with listening to your husband. It's nothing wrong with letting your husband take lead when it comes to certain things, because I feel like that's the beauty of a relationship. You know, you give and take. Some things I do feel like the men should lead in certain things, and then other. I'm gonna speak for my marriage, and I'm gonna speak for my marriage specifically. Yeah, like there's certain things where I let my husband take lead. You got it, baby. You because I don't want to do it. Like, I think that he does a better job. And then with other things, I'm like, no, I got this. Let me take lead because I'm better at this. Like, for lack of better words, right? With that being said, I feel like if you are going to lead, you know, when as a man, when you're leading your family, it's your responsibility to lead with care and to make sure that your wife is not being harmed. And in this situation, I don't think that Marcel did that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I hated everything about this. Like, when he, you know, so anyway, so he tells her to sit down, and she sits down listening to her husband, her dumbass husband, child. And she takes out her phone, and she pretty much starts to ignore Martell at first. And so as they're talking, they're going back and forth, and basically Marcel pretty much tells Martell, listen, you've been going around town, say it. Whatever it is that you want to say, just say it. You keep on talking about these women that we've shared. say their names, bruh. Like, say their names. Say what are you talking about? And it's like what, because at the end of the day, you really don't have nothing to lose, right? So he's telling Martell to put his cards on the table. While they're going back and forth, Trisha steps in, and I wish that she would have just remained quiet. But I guess, I don't know. I'm sorry. So Trisha jumps in, and she says, no, Martell, the reason why me and Melody fell out is because you were feeding my husband. You were feeding her information about my husband. Martell then says, about what? And it's like, yeah, say it. Like, exactly. Martell, you tell us. Why don't you tell us what telling fucking Melody? Like, what is it that y'all was cheating on bitches together, on women, messing around with women together? Okay. All right. Do you want a fucking cookie? And now you're trying to flip the script and make it seem like, oh, like now you're saying that, Martell, I told you, Melody and Martell are both fucking narcissists, and that's why, I'm sorry, they I don't want to say that they deserve each other, but that's how they found each other, because he's on the same shit. Now Martell over here saying that Marceau wants Trisha to leave her, and she's just mad. He's just mad that Melody, like, girl, you keep like Marceau said, you keep trying to compare. Stop, bitch. Why you keep on comparing your wife to my wife? Why you keep trying to compare me to you? And honestly, Marceau clocked it. Nick, he looked him dead in the eye. He said, bitch, I'm better than you. I'm better than you in every capacity. And you know what? He's right. He's saying pretty much, I got it. Marcel's telling Martell, I got it. I got the wife, I got the kids, I got the bitches, I got the family, I got everything that you wish that you had, and he's right, and I hate that. He has it all. He does. He has the perfect little wife that literally sits there in the corner and lets niggas dog her out. I'm sorry, Marcel, like, Trisha, I want you to leave that man. I want you to leave. I want for Trisha to do like what Tisha. I want for Tisha to do what Trisha is doing, but do it the right way. I want her to divorce her husband, because Trisha, let's be very clear. Is it Tisha? Tisha looks good. Tisha still looks good with her fine ass. Fine as fuck. I want for Tisha to leave that man and with her 3 kids and go and find somebody else that would love on her, and because she deserves better. Or fuck it, matter of fact, don't even. I just want her to find another man, only because I know that it would kill Marceau. That's the only reason why I want her to find another man. Let's be clear. But then again, honestly, she really just needs to leave. I really want her to leave him just for herself, because she deserves she deserves so much better. It really hurt. It hurt me seeing this woman. Trisha is such a sweetheart, and seeing her be attacked by trifling ass Martell, like. And, eventually I see, like, towards the end, she just sat there and they kissed in his face. And I know Martell, you don't have any power here. You have no power, sir. You ain't got no power. You ain't got no wife. You ain't got nothing but coleslaw, trifling ass Ariana. That's the only thing that you got. All you got is a side bitch and a side baby that came with it. You ain't shit, Martell Holt. You ain't shit. You're a fucking embarrassment, and your kids, you have a fucking blueprint, a fucking digital blueprint of you dogging out the mother of your kids. Your daughter specifically is going to grow up and hate you. Your sons are going to grow, both of them, they're going to grow up and hate you, bro. I'm telling you, but your daughters especially, your daughters are not going to have any respect. I don't know which, you might be able to manipulate maybe one of them, but probably that oldest one, it's always the oldest. It's always the oldest. The oldest one, she's not going to have any respect for you. She's not, because she has the most, she's seen the most. The oldest, that's the oldest knows where all the bodies are buried. Ask me. Come on. The oldest, they know. If you ever want to know some tea about a family, ask the oldest. That's who knows. That's the one who's been around the longest. Girl, that and like a grandma. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got for this episode. This episode was nice and juicy. I'm gonna have to go ahead and clock this and edit this on up. I'm trying my best to keep up with this shit. But yeah, this is a mess, and I cannot wait. I'm team when it comes to Trisha And when it comes to Trisha and Melody, I'm Team Melody. But when it comes to Melody and anybody else, it's fuck Melody. It's fuck Melody. It's fuck the Holtz. She still got that Holtz shit in her. And I'm sorry, Melody and Martell are two. They cut from the same cloth. Every episode, I'm gonna just keep on reminding y'all that. But I gotta go, y'all. It's getting late. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video, and I'll be back for some more. Please give this video a thumbs up. Shout outs to all my new subscribers. Shout outs to the Messy Mafia, and shout outs to the Millimeters. Shout outs to everybody who watches Love and Marriage Huntsville. I really do hope that we can have a respectful dialogue. I love it. And when I say let's fight, I like to fight, but like, you know, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So give this video a thumbs up if you agree. Give this video a thumbs down if you disagree, and I will be back for some more. I love y'all so much. And bye, y'all. Good night. Deuces.